Everybody, Shelby here from chessset.com, Chess Gorilla in the Rochester Chess Center. Supporting my Avalanche. Playoff starts soon. Make sure to cheer for my boys. Now, we just made a video on how to pick the right chess pieces for your chess player or for yourself. Today, we're going to go through how to choose the right boards, how to make sure that your pieces fit the board correctly, how to make sure that you pick the right materials, and how to just get exactly what you need, not just what somebody like me wants to sell you. Because remember, an informed consumer is my best customer. You're always going to come back to me because I'm going to do my best not to steer you wrong, to make sure that you get what you need, not just what you can afford to buy. So we're going to start out with vinyl chessboards. If you notice, vinyl chessboards have a cloth backing. They have a smooth top. Almost every other company, when you see a vinyl chessboard, you're going to get something like this. You're going to get the notations on the sides, and the notation, the outline of the board and the squares are all going to be the same. Now, one of the things I did, let's get rid of this crap, is to take the outline of the board, the notation, and make those different than the color of the squares. The reason why is because when you have the notation in the outline, it detracts from the board. This green stands out. If you were to put an orange board here, or a maroon board, or a purple board, or a insert color here board, if they were in the standard way that everybody else gets them, they seem washed out. If you get them the way that I have, it emphasizes square. Let me show you. This way for me to show you the differences between the letters and the numbers and the outline being the same color as the dark squares is to show you the most obnoxious color I have. I have bright orange. This is safety cone orange on steroids. This is obnoxious. You play a long game on this, it's gonna hurt your eyes. And since the notation is the same color, your eye has to work that much harder. Now, look at this and compare it to this. It makes it easier on the eyes. The notation's easier to see. Your eye doesn't have to work that hard. All right, when you get, I'm going to use my favorite set, the Ultimate Pieces. When you get a nice set on these, the cool thing about vinyl is pieces slide. Pieces slide very well. You know, you don't have to pick up and place the pieces like you do on a silicone or a lot of the Mousepad boards. Vinyl has its purpose. When we go into schools, we always choose vinyl. The reason we choose vinyl is it's pretty much stain resistant. You can spill coffee on it or soda or whatever. I've had people spill tomato juice on these things. As long as you get a cloth and clean it up really early and don't let it sit and permeate into the board, a vinyl board's always going to look nice. The problem that we have with vinyl boards, let me get my favorite Ultimate set off of this, is people don't know how to take care of them. Now, if you were to take a vinyl board and fold it up, stick it in a backpack and leave it folded up, what's going to happen is, see this crease right here? Even by, let's just do this and pretend like we put some weight on it. Now, as soon as we lay this back out, see this right here? It looks nasty. And it's going to take a while to get that out, right? It's ugly and unsightly, and you're not going to want to do it. You never want to fold a vinyl board. You want to roll it. A lot of people will tell you, you know, they feel they need to roll the board up with the printing on the inside to keep the printing looking nice. The problem is, if you do that and then unroll it and you leave it for a long time, you see how this started to curl already? I know you're going to be putting stuff on it, but when it starts to curl, especially if you're wearing a hoodie like me and you're reaching across, it's going to catch the edge. It's going to flip pieces over. It's going to be annoying. When you take a vinyl board and you put it away, always roll it with the printing on the inside. With the printing on the outside. The reason why is when you put it in a bag like this, if you look, everything curls down. You're not going to catch sleeves. And the cool thing is when you put it down and you put a set on top of it, it doesn't really matter. Sorry for putting these pieces the way it are. But it's a way to make your boards last longer. I don't mind if you guys go and buy new boards for me every couple weeks. But if you store these the way I want you to, these are going to last you years instead of months. Now we get to some of my favorite stuff. We have the Mousepad chessboards. Okay, it used to be all Mousepad chessboards were thicker material. They didn't roll up as nice. They didn't fit in boards. The boards didn't fit in the bags as well. They were made out of a dingy looking material. It wasn't white. It looks like it's already stained or faded. To me, this wasn't something that made me happy. What made me happy is when we switched to the thin Mousepad boards. The thin Mousepad boards, I made the same as my vinyl boards, where I took the letters and numbers and the outline on the board to make the squares jump that much more. It's not washed out. It looks nice and clean. One thing about Mousepads compared to vinyls is Mousepads are great if you have weighted sets, because with the little rubber on the back, it acts as a cushion. So if you have one of the less expensive weighted sets and you're playing really heavy on a Mousepad board, it's going to extend the life of your weighted set. But as a drawback, pieces don't slide. You know, they slide a little bit, but they don't slide anywhere close to what it does on a vinyl board. Now, one of the cool things about Mousepad boards is the way that they're made. The way they make them is they actually are heat transferred. If you look, this board is not perfectly centered. The reason why is they get an industrial inkjet printer with special inks on them, and then they take the sheets and heat transfer them onto these pre-cut blanks. The reason that's cool is because I made wood grain Mousepad boards. If you look, this looks like a wood board. If I just sent you a picture of it, you'd think it's a wood board. But it's a wood board that you can mango, you can crumple up, and it'll still look good. And it travels, and it's at least an eighth to a fifth the price of a wood board that looks comparable. I like it because, hey, it's a cheap way to get something that looks nice. You can even leave it out at your house without breaking the bank. Now, if you like these videos, make sure to go on to www.chessset.com and buy these things that I'm showing you. All right? I'm doing these videos to make you guys the best, most informed customers out there. If you like these videos, make sure to leave comments on what you want me to make videos on next. I already have clock videos on how to set clocks. I have my piece video on how to choose the right pieces. Now I have a board video. Next one's going to be the bags. And the bags are going to shock you because you'd be shocked the differences in quality of bags from manufacturer to manufacturer. Bookmark my channel. Make sure to follow. And I'll see you guys. Please remember that every purchase off of chessset.com goes to help support the Rochester Chess Center. One of the very few chess centers across the United States. There's less than 10 of us. And we're the only one, according to what I know, for a full-time chess center, where we're not backed by a billionaire or a bunch of millionaires. It's just me, people buying stuff on the site, and the profits we make from teaching in schools. Make sure that your money goes to a place that deserves it. I would hope I do. Prove it to me. Go and buy stuff on chessset.com and keep an eye out and bookmark that page because I come out with new products all the time. You got to see my new clock, and I have a new demonstration board that I'm working on that's going to blow the market open. So keep an eye out. Hope everything goes well. Good luck in your tournaments, and talk to you soon.